Welcome to Feminized. It's time for a show that turns the spotlight on the powerful women shaping cannabis culture. The cannabis industry is on fire and women are sparking it up. If you like the show, please subscribe. You can also subscribe to the Feminized podcast with Liz Grow on YouTube and Instagram. The future is feminized. Hey, sis. You're now listening to the Feminized podcast.
Right, exactly. I've been working in this industry a long time. My type of man is not in this industry.
Yeah, you know, obviously. I mean, Jesus, it's just so rude and presumptuous, I think.
Yes.
Small-minded. It's like, do you think you're my type? Like, gross. Sorry, Chad.
And most of the guys who are attractive enough to be attracted to are like totally comfortable with their sexuality and don't care.
Right, exactly. And are flattered. Or like,
because
thank
they're
you.
Flattered.
Yeah, thank you.
If you're not getting regularly complimented on how attractive you are as a man, then you probably are ugly.
Right.
And if you are getting regularly complimented, you don't care who it comes from.
No, and you love it. And if you're my husband, Patrick Pope, you bask in it.
Love Patrick Pope.
Oh.
Quite a handsome man.
Yes, thank you. Yes,
yeah.
He is. You are so good. What you were able to do during MJ Biz Con, you know, the busiest time of year for all the cannabis professionals in the world. Okay, what you were able to do is build an oasis. Build an oasis for the upscale cannabis connoisseur. I mean, if I may call it that, because you cater to someone like me. You cater to me.
Yeah.
So, where are we, and what the hell am I talking about? Agreed.
We are in the literal middle of the desert in Nevada, in Las Vegas.
Yes,
on
we are.
Some palatial oasis that is completely green.
There's like a horse farm back here.
There is a horse farm back there.
And even though there are no horses, there's this peaceful horse feeling, if I may. It's just like, it's amazing. We could not believe what we walked into.
Yeah.
And what I love is that as a brand, and as an entrepreneur, you don't just tell people about what you're doing, you show people what you're doing. You know, you make a splash. You don't, you're not a big talker. You're a doer.
Well, and I enjoy it. This was a lot of fun for me. When we were sitting down to have the actual meal, I couldn't sit down. I was like, I'm going to help serve. Like, it wasn't that anyone needed it. I worked in restaurants for so long. Service like that is one of my favorite things. That's why I'm so excited to open Cirrus, to give like the world a little tiny piece of this. And it's just different, Liz.
Yes.
Like, I had the weed tube, I had YouTube and all that stuff. And that's all been wonderful. Cirrus, though, is like, the weed tube involved meeting other people for other things.
Right.
Cirrus is about my vision of what a business can be. And I'm so excited to give it to people. I had so much fun doing this.
So beautiful. God, it looked like it. Yeah. I have to say that you looked like you were just, there wasn't a care in the world. Knowing how many details, just down to the tiniest details you just nailed. And I know that's so difficult as someone who puts on events. But you just looked like you were having the best time. No stress. No stress. And I was truly honored, at one point, you served me my breakfast. I felt so honored by that energy. And I felt the energy of what you were trying to create, what you will create with Cirrus.
We intentionally created a space for people here today. I was on a Chamber of Commerce board for an LGBT chamber in Colorado, and we did a awards ceremony in 2021 that none of the people putting it on seemed to care about. Nobody ever had like a discussion. It wasn't like impactful. It felt like we were just doing it to do it, and I was like really disappointed. And that's why today, this morning, which the truth of all of this success is the team. Okay, we all worked very hard together, but it's interesting too because we were all together through this whole thing, the team and I, and then at 10:30 a.m. I am no longer part of their reality this morning. But for the last 3 days, we've built everything together. Yeah. And then 10:30 a.m. hits, and the first guest walks in, and I am no longer part of that team.
Wow.
And I just have to trust that they heard everything I hoped for, and I think in today's case, they went above and beyond.
What an execution, yeah. Seriously, shout out to the team. It was everyone was just so upbeat, and you wouldn't know who was on the team and who was a guest. We were all kind of one.
Yeah.
And that was a truly beautiful thing about the space that you created too. It was just, I don't know, it was multifaceted and just really allowed for space to communicate about our goals and our hopes and our dreams.
And we did, Liz. People talked. I know people in a way that I didn't know them before they were here.
Oh, tell me.
All those people.
Tell me, who
Can't
stood
remember
out?
any of them. Oh, yeah, I can tell you that. Well, I can tell you this. I don't know if I can tell you this.
Okay.
But Tina,
Yes.
president of the Las Vegas
Chamber of Cannabis.
told me
Yes.
that this is the best concept she's seen. And she's seen a lot for marijuana hospitality. And then I looked at her and I said, you haven't even seen the branding. And she said, it doesn't matter. You win. And I was just like, that is the compliment. That is the compliment.
Oh my God.
And see, Liz, I want to
So
ask
beautiful.
you, as someone who
Yes.
knew me before and all the things that I did you know that I was capable of this?
I didn't.
You did.
I didn't. And let me say that I'm a Libra, and so I'll never answer any question directly, or maybe that's just who I am, period. But I could, yes, on paper, I believe in you. If you wanted to run a horse farm, I would believe in you that you could do that, no doubt. But absolutely not. I had no clue that you were so skilled at the management of, energy, the flow of energy for any event, and this event specifically. I mean, it's like you nailed it.
Every detail.
The theme, the details, the space, the people. You are, right now you're in the empire building phase. You're in the social club phase, the smoking social club phase.
Yeah.
What has that been like for you in Denver to go through this process?
Oh, a nightmare.
Spill.
So I love the city of Denver and the state of Denver. I am from that place and I rep it hardcore.
Yes, you do.
And the government of Denver and Colorado, I'm sure at the end of the day, also has the best intentions for our industry and will always operate at the best they can,
Yes.
That's my answer.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Great.
So, but it has been a challenge, it's been a struggle, it's been, an uphill battle.
Yes. However, I should also adjust my expectations according to the government.
Well,
They said the average business takes this long to do this, and I said, well, duh, this isn't the average business.
No.
This is Arend Richard. I'm annoying, I am loud, I am pushy, and I have a great team of people who wake up and do exactly what they're supposed to do every single day.
Oh, God, I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Not to deviate from the conversation of Cirrus, let's just put that in, put a pin in that. I want to talk about you as a role model of mine for many years as a business owner, as a bad boss who is running a content business, a media business. You were in, if there was a tech platform involved, now there's a lifestyle brand involved with a social, a social consumption lounge involved. I'm just so in awe of the way that you do leverage resources and how cool your team is. So how do you do that? What advice do you have for other entrepreneurs?
I think it all relates. I think there is a through line, right? Like there's YouTube, there's WeedTube,
Yeah.
there's Cirrus. The two through lines are teaching people how to smoke weed.
Okay.
I've always loved, and smoking weed. And community. The thing about me is that I was born in a world that was like, here's the rules, and I was like, I literally cannot follow those rules. I literally am physically incapable of...
Tanis.
Yes, Tanis, please come smoke weed.
Get in here.
I'm physically incapable of...
Can I shot, please? I can't talk.
Beautiful, Tanis. You deserve that.
That's for the viewers.
Okay, I want you to the viewers. I want you to watch The Departed and tell me that Tanis is not like a dead ringer for Leo in The Departed.
Okay, I'll do that.
Just this jawline.
Kinda, yeah, I can see it.
When
Especially when the sun's shining
when you see
on
the
his
movie,
face.
because they have the same haircut.
When I was a
It's like
little
the
kid,
haircut and
people
the
used to say I look like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay.
Like Titanic.
Oh,
cheapy,
like
cheap
Titanic,
Leo.
yeah. Because there's so many different versions,
Oh,
right?
Leo's been everywhere.
Oh,
Has he
best.
won an Oscar yet?
Oh, yes, he has.
Finally.
Absolutely, he's
Okay.
won an Oscar. Yes, I think Revenant. He won. So.
The thing about the team is, I don't know. I don't know why I'm so blessed. I think it's because I do things that other people do, and I'm happy to, when everybody's like, hey, we want to do this, I'm happy to be the person who's like, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Or when someone else is doing it and they're not doing a great job, they're like, well, Arend, you should do this.
Yeah.
And so then I do it.
Yeah.
Because I always will follow through, and I'll try to not ever do the wrong thing, even when nobody's watching, and
Yes.
live by the law of karma. So
Yes.
I think karma blesses me with incredible. Like, it was cold all week here, And we wanted to do it there, but they're like, there's no way. It's too cold. It's freezing. Everybody's going to be wearing dresses. It's not going to work. And today we were standing out here at 10 a.m., 30 minutes before anybody gets here. We're standing out here and we're like, it's fucking beautiful.
Yes.
It's hot. The sun feels good.
Yes.
And we changed the whole dining set from the indoor dining room and moved that whole table over there and had brunch outside. And it was the whole thing. It made the whole thing. So like that's karma. Karma is my boyfriend.
Yes, absolutely. I feel that so hard. And, you know, what's great is that I'd love to go back and check out the tapes when you were so wonderful and generous enough to be our friend in Denver. Patrick and I in Grow House Media's friend in Denver, introducing us into the scene, and we got to interview with you, and I think you said the same thing. You know, it's about karma. And it's about putting more good in.
You should compare those interviews. I wonder how different they are.
I can't wait to do that. It would be an easy thing to do. You know, because we know you, of course, you've grown
your
as a
interviews of
person.
me are my favorite.
Really?
You and Patrick and you, my favorite interviews. You let me be me. You ask questions that allow me to like be myself if I need to be. Whereas like some people just like ask, hey, this about you and weed, and I'm like,
Joya, come in, the shot. You
Joya,
gotta get in the shot. Yay, Joya! We got a cameo. We're talking about being an entrepreneur and just, you know, how he does it, how he makes it happen. What is it like working with Arend?
Oh my God, it's insane. I have no idea. He just juggles so many things.
I know, he's my role model.
Yeah.
Like I want like a weekend.
Remember
of,
what
like,
I said to you last
deep
night?
Dive. How do you do it, dude?
We had like a misfire on communication, and I was like, Joya, you gotta link up your ADHD with my ADHD. They have to work together. ADHD has to work with my ADHD.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. God, I love being super high and serious.
Furious.
I love being serious.
Serious.
So I am, you know, I just can't wait to see what happens next with Cirrus Consumption Lounge in Denver and then everywhere else. I mean, where else are you going to? Are you thinking
Las
of doing
Vegas,
more pop-ups?
Manhattan,
More pop-ups.
Washington D.C. Probably not.
What about Austin?
Hard to do pop-up.
Austin.
Oh, shh. You gotta edit out that. You bleep over what I said. Tanis, it's the branding.
Okay.
So just bleep that, but keep
What
it
was
in.
it?
Well, you'll have to watch back. I can't read.
Oh, I get it. No, but what would be great is if you could do a pop-up in Austin. So
You gotta bleep that too, Tanis. You can't have me saying on this video.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like bleep, 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 bleep.
What would be great is if you could come to Austin, I think, during South by Southwest, and maybe do a Cirrus pop-up.
Well, I'm supposed to be a panel. We could do a Cirrus pop-up.
And we would love, Grow House Media would love to help facilitate that.
We can't do a
anyway.
Cirrus pop-up because people can't smoke weed.
No, but here's the thing, we can smoke it. And,
I have to have to be weed.
listen though.
It has to be THC. Wait, I told you, you can be the queen of CBD. I'm the queen of THC.
No, listen, I
it
am
has
the
to be
servant.
THC.
I'm the servant of the plant.
I actually have this thing called ADHD, and CBD does
Yeah.
not serve me very well.
I get that. And I'm a servant of the plant, honestly. And hemp is really our future. It
I'm a
truly
servant
is
of
our
the
future.
high. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm a servant of the high. I want to get people high and make them feel good.
I get that.
And change the world through their conscious level of consciousness.
So tell me, paint a vision of Cirrus.
I can't.
You can't tell me
No.
anything.
Do you want to see this branding kit I have? It's 6 pages
Oh
of
my
different
God.
ways to say I can't tell you anything.
Okay.
It's beautiful. Do you want to see it?
I do want to see it. Well, I
don't know
want
my
to see it. Not right now. Not on camera. Not right now. Because
Okay.
I want to like pour over it.
You would laugh though.
And let me tell you,
It's very
the
fun.
invitation though, I think I got it. Right? I think I nailed the invitation. Did I not?
My pink invitation? Oh, your
right?
outfit.
Yeah,
Yes,
I couldn't believe it when I
absolutely.
opened up the envelope. I was just like, this is just perfect. You really did speak to me as a cannabis consumer.
Where?
And so
Which part?
Yeah, okay.
Tell
So
me.
let me give you my read. It's first and foremost when I walk through a gate of any kind, you know, by my friend, I'm in. I know there's a little privacy. It's gonna be fun. But just the beautiful setting. Then I walk in.
You walk through a courtyard that serves no purpose other than to be there and be beautiful.
That's such.
Don't
that's,
touch it.
That's the most divine
It's
purpose.
just there for you to look at
That's the most divine purpose.
and appreciate. We love square footage. everybody in America is like, "Ugh, maximum square footage per dollar." I'm like, no, make it beautiful.
Yes.
Give people an experience.
Yes.
Open their mind, change their life.
And that's
I've told
why-
you too much.
No, you haven't told me enough. That's why I think you'd be beautiful as a Cirrus pop-up in Austin, Texas during South by Southwest, because we could do a ranch. And that's very much this vibe. I walk in and I'm like, wow, okay, I'm in a place it's upscale. It's for me. I'm completely soothed by this piano music. There's a beautiful sparkling bar with cannabis, with beautiful nuggets. And there's a bud tender who's telling me all about what I could potentially smoke in a volcano.
Technically, Cirrus is bring your own, so that they could bring their own, and we would just load it and hide it for them.
Well, yeah, I'm just talking about this party. I'm just like in. I went in. Whatever this is, I went in. Progressively through the day, I got better and better because everybody who was here was just fit into that space of wanting
It's
to
amazing.
share information with each other and work together, but also just relax and smile. And
It's the perfect environment to be high in. Like, I figured it out. For anyone.
you nailed it. For
Everyone
anyone.
will enjoy being high in this environment.
Yes, everyone will.
And that's the thing. I'm trying to get the most people to enjoy their time being stoned. That's my goal. Yeah, freaking telling you too much, Liz. You gotta bleep all that out, Tanis.
No.
Tanis, bleep that the fuck out.
Bleep that the fuck out. Don't really bleep it out. Don't bleep it out. No, it's beautiful. Well, one thing that I did hear that you may
You'll
not
have
want
to come to Dubai when we open Cirrus Dubai.
Okay, so.
And Sydney.
Okay. Stop.
Do an interview with me
Can I
after
please
each grand opening.
Can I please be
You
an
can be the first
honorary flight
person.
attendant? I want to go through flight
You
attendant
have to
school.
be an honorary flight attendant. There is a school.
Can I wear the costume?
You
the
do have
uniform?
to pass a test. There is a school, and you might actually pass the test just fine. But also, you can do my interview as the new location's outfit flight attendant.
I would love to do that. Grow
And
House
you can do
Media.
my honorary first interview for every single one I open. And we'll have this conversation every time. And Tanis can be there.
Yes, of course. Tanis is fucking producing that.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have other helpers along the way who are making it easier and easier for us to help tell your story. And what I really love about you is that you've always seen that in Grow House Media, in Patrick and I, and what our goal has been is to tell a story of cannabis to a more mainstream audience, to Texas, our people, in hemp, in CBD. You've never hated on that. A lot of people in the industry will just like hate on that and laugh, and it's just so small-minded because it's the total plant. And I love you for that and what you've been able to unlock within us, with your belief in us. So fuck yeah, we will be there at every launch, at every first flight, and you just don't know how much that means to me. My grandfather, who was my best friend, was a pilot for 74 years. At 74, they took his pilot's license. He was pissed. So amazing, granddaddy, and he died last year. And
I'm sorry to hear that.
thank you. He's on his final flight though. He's on his final mission.
Period.
So flight puns are actually like life to me, and I'm planning a very cool flight tattoo. So
That's dope.
I
want to get my pilot's license. I really do. It's a
cool.
goal of mine. Yeah.
Incredible.
In the next 10 years.
Well, a pilot just entered into Patrick's life in the most amazing and beautiful of ways.
If you'd
and
like
I'll
more,
tell you about
subscribe to
it.
the Feminized podcast on
And
YouTube.
so we're very
Follow
much
Feminized
in
with
this
Liz
theme of
Pro
life,
on
and so we're just
Instagram.
grateful that we're here
Special
at the
thanks to our
first
sponsors,
Cirrus
Moose Labs
pop-up at
and
MJ
Richard's Green
Biz
Hair.
in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Feminized podcast
Thank
is a
you
Grow
so much
House
for
Media
listening to
production.
Cirrus pop-up.
Created by
And I
Liz
didn't even
Pro,
realize
produced
that.
by Patrick
I just
Pope
hosted
Tanis
Brunch.
Ray, with original theme music and audio mixing.
I love
Oh
you.
my
That
God.
was incredible.
In New Braunfels, Texas.